What up, world? R.I.C.H coming right back at you. This story right here, it ain't no ordinary court case. It's not just about who shot who. It's about something bigger. It's about trust, truth, tarnished legacies, and a system that looks like, once again, failed a black man. I'm talking about Daystar Peterson, aka Tory Lanez, and the woman who accused him, Megan Thee Stallion.
What's that?
Do you think we're gonna go to jail?
I don't know. We're trying to figure it all out. As long as you guys cooperate with us and you guys tell us what happened, we'll go accordingly, okay? But if you guys are not telling us, if you guys are, then I don't think...
I really cannot go to jail.
Okay.
I cannot have that on my image.
Okay. So how did that happen to you?
Glass.
Glass? Where?
Where we were coming from. But I'm not from here, so I...
Okay.
That's the only place you got shot at? That's the only place you got shot?
I didn't get shot.
Oh, you did it?
No, ma'am. I mean, no, sir.
Shooting or anything? That's how we got dispatched.
Well, we have the gun here, and then we have other units. They're searching the house where it happened. So that's all we have so far.
So nothing happened in the vehicle.
No, we don't have any casings. No.
Okay, from what you've been told. Okay.
And then there's some cash over. Looks like.
Was the person who got caught with the other people here that you have in handcuffs? Were they all together?
They were all together.
Yes, they were all in the same car.
Okay. And then, do we know how she got cut? Or who cut her?
I believe when she stepped down, there's a glass.
She dropped
right
a glass bottle, and then I think she stepped on it and cut herself.
Okay.
Getting out of the vehicle.
Okay. So her friends didn't cut her then.
Right.
Oh, well.
Rear passengers step out of the vehicle. Let me see your hands. Show us your hands. Come out with your hands up. Okay? Come out, people passenger with your hands up. Hands up. Alright, move back to the sound of my voice. Keep your hands up. Move back to the sound of my voice. Move back. Keep going. Keep going. Hey, stop. Move to the left. Keep moving.
It's right down the floor.
Move back to the sound of my voice.
Move back.
Back.
Oh,
Keep
she
going.
cut herself.
And so what happened with you were just one ball slip on the foot. I haven't really cut on my right foot. I just stepped on gas the other bit. So you were already hurt when you got into the and then at that point, your friends were running down from the hospital.
Wait. No, it isn't. No?
They shot out of the car?
The windows were open, that's why it sounded like either way. Yeah, I didn't
No,
really
they
see
were
it.
on my side. The girl opened the door, two girls fighting, and then they shot. And she got out of the car. Doors of the Escalade open, and the girl come out and pull open the passenger door and started screaming and yelling at somebody in the car.
So the girl who came out of the passenger, you're talking about the front passenger?
No, the rear.
The rear passenger. So the girl comes out of the rear passenger and she goes to the front passenger?
Yes.
And she opens up the car door?
Yes.
And then what happens?
They're screaming and shouting at each other, and they start fighting.
The two girls?
Yeah, I can see one feet coming out trying to kick her, and the other one's fighting, and then the passenger gets out.
So the girl who does the punching and the kicking is the girl that comes out of the back passenger?
Can we stop there? Because I don't want to. I'll tell you, and then I want to go. My son's on his own.
Yeah, I understand.
I don't want
and it's loud with the cars.
I don't really want to. So basically, the car stopped. The girl in the back got out, started screaming and shouting, ripped the door, pulled the door open, but pulled it so sort of viciously. That's why I presume the driver got out. She starts screaming. She starts hitting the girl. The girl on the passenger side, her feet come out. She starts to kick the girl away. Passenger. They get out. They start fighting here. They start fighting. The driver comes round and tries to sort of break it up. It gets a bit more violent. And between them, the girl then climbs back into the front driver passenger seat.
Where's the shorter black guy?
He's in the back.
He's in the back of the car? Okay.
Then the gun. Then the girl shoots it. So the driver's door's open.
You're seeing the girl shoot?
Can I help you? I think, is it this house?
Yes, I'm so sorry.
Okay.
So you see the girl doing the shooting?
I see what appears to be the girl standing here and shooting into the car. That's what it looked like to me. But it was dark and I'm above, so, but then the guy gets out again from the...
When we sat outside, my wife and I, we saw this gentleman come in and we sat down and it was identified for us that, oh, this is Mr. Sean Kelly. He's sitting across from us on the other side of the hallway. And as we sat there, the prosecution came out, one of their detectives or investigators rather, and one of the prosecutors, they took this gentleman, they went upstairs, I believe it was to the 14th floor at that time. By the time this man came down, the witness they did not want to call, this man came down and his testimony became so embellished with other nonsense that people who saw it just looked at it and said, this is crazy.
Let me tell you right now, this case, it's got more twists than the Tyler Perry script and more questions than the system got answers for. July 12th, 2020, Calabasas, California, Kylie Jenner's house. A night that started with liquor, laughter, and celebrity. Ended with a woman bleeding in the streets and a man in cuffs. Megan says Tory shot her. Tory says he didn't. The streets picked sides. The industry got quiet. And the courts, they gave him 10 years. Now look, I ain't saying Megan ain't been through it. I ain't saying she made up everything, but what I am saying is that this case never smelled right from the start. The apology on the phone, they said it was a confession, but Amber Rose says, nah, he apologized to Kelsey for something else entirely. And I believe her when she says he never apologized for no shooting. We got no DNA, no fingerprints on the gun, bullet fragments that mysteriously disappeared, and a ring camera clip where Megan herself says she stepped on glass. She said, and I quote, I did not get shot. No, sir. I cannot have that on my image. Then came Congress. You heard me right. Yes, the government. Florida Rep. Anna Paulina Luna came forward last week. She said Kelsey Harris, Megan's best friend at the time, she's the one who fired the gun. She claims that key evidence was ignored, that the bullet fragments went missing, and that the whole case was built on a lie. If that's true, then this man is serving 10 years for something that he did not do. And that ain't just a miscarriage of justice. That's a whole collapse of the system. And now Amber Rose has stepped into the courtroom. She's not a lawyer. She's not a politician, but she got ears and she got that call from Tory herself. And she says he told her everything. And she believes that he is innocent. And she has called on Governor Gavin Newsom to pardon him. She says he has been exonerated from the gun. That alone should free him. Now, fast forward to earlier this month. Tory gets stabbed in a California prison multiple times by another inmate with a shank. He almost died. And for what? Something he may not have even done. And here's where I'm torn. Real talk, if Tory Lanez didn't do it, why didn't he just take the stand? Why not look that jury dead in the eye and say, I did not shoot that woman? That's the part I struggle with. Because as a black man who's been through some things, I know sometimes we silent out of fear. And sometimes our lawyers tell us to stand down. But still, I wish he would have said something. I wish he would have stood up for himself in that moment. Now, if, and I'm saying if, the new evidence holds up, then we got to have a different conversation about Megan Thee Stallion. I ain't gonna call her a liar off the rip, but I will say this. If she knowingly put an innocent man in prison, then she owes us all an apology. To black men, to the system, to the culture. Because this case wasn't just about her. It was about believing black women, protecting them. And if that was abused, that's a setback for everybody. So where do we go from here? We wait, we watch, and we keep asking questions. Because when you got a case built on glass, eventually it's gonna shatter. Tory Lanez may not be perfect, but from what I'm seeing, he might be innocent. And if that's true, then this system's got to answer for that. This ain't about who's the most popular. This is not about who's got the biggest platform. This is not about who dropped the hottest album. This is about the truth. And if we don't fight for it now, we may never get it back. But hey, that's just my opinion. What's yours? Like, comment, subscribe, establish rich. I'll be back with another one. Peace.